Making an ocean in Greensboro is hard work, but we love sharing the diversity of the ocean's inhabitants with our guests. Join us behind the scenes of the Wiseman Aquarium as we dive a little deeper into some of the animals and exhibits featured here.
There's a diver in the water every day at 11 a.m. We use, first of all, an umbilical system that goes to the surface. And also part of that umbilical is our communications cable. Well, I have 3 roles while I'm in the tank. The first is I talk with the kids. They ask questions and I try to answer any of the questions that they have. And then I also am in there to scrub the tank to make sure that the algae doesn't grow too much. Then the third thing is just to kind of keep an eye on all of the animals. I'm not afraid of the sharks. They're, first of all, very adequately fed, and they don't eat people, they eat fish. For the most part, they just ignore us and we go about our business. We respect their space and they respect ours.
This exhibit is called our Living Corals exhibit, and they require very precise parameters to live in. So they need very bright lights to mimic the sun. They also require very pure, very clean water. We have a whole bunch of different animals in here that all have different jobs. The tanks will go around and eat algae that is bad. We also have skunk cleaner shrimp. So they will go around and pick up detritus and eat debris and stuff that would otherwise gunk up the reef. And fragging is what happens when you take a piece from that coral colony and you make a new colony. So when you break a piece off, you haven't necessarily killed that coral, but created a new colony that will grow the same way the original colony did.
We have potbelly seahorses and line seahorses here at the Greensboro Science Center. Our potbelly seahorses, they have large pouches, that's how they got their name, potbelly. And our line seahorses, they are native to our coast, the Atlantic coast of the United States. And they have some distinguishing markings. They have a lined pattern, that's how they got their name, line seahorses. That's how you can tell them apart. Seahorses, these species are near threatened, and that is due to habitat destruction. We have multiple different populations from different facilities that have different genetic lines. So to be able to tell them apart is very important because they are part of a SSP, which is a species survival plan. So if we get recommendations to breed these seahorses, we need to know who mom and dad are of those babies.
We measure a few different parameters every day: salinity, pH. We also do bromine. So what we're doing is we are measuring bromine for our exhibits that do have ozone applied to them. It's not a true indicator of ozone, but it's the one tool that we use to measure levels in our systems. Now we're going to take our sample, pour it in, and again we're looking for this as our level, and then we'll read the sample, and it gives us a level of 0.06.
We hope you've enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look at the Greensboro Science Center. Join us on the Triad CW's Morning News every Thursday between 8 and 8:15 for a new episode of Behind the Wild. We'll see you soon!